Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So first, before we continue, there are a few things that I did. I progressed with few skills, some fighting, some combat skills, and where is it? Houndmaster and hunting as well, and I think vitality and agility.
I brought that game for you.
Excellent. Show me what you've got. Thanks, Henry. We'll get lots of supplies for this. Another order. The Master Armorer is mounting a banquet, and he wants to serve venison and cream sauce.
Oh, right, I get it. Hunt down a deer, milk a cow, and skim the cream. Wouldn't he like me to churn some butter to cook it in while I'm at it?
Just the venison will do, thanks.
And now we can continue with our quest. So the one that I want to finish now is the Aquarius. So let's have a chat with Teresa first.
Look at you, lover boy.
Do you want something?
You want something?
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Oh, okay.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really needs that job.
Can she cook?
What's that got to do with carrying water?
Nothing, but there's a cook's job going too. Much easier than hauling water.
I don't know how good a cook she is, though. You'd better ask her yourself.
Do you think she'll be able to handle carrying those buckets? It's quite far, and up that hill.
She's no princess. She's tough enough.
All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Bear it in mind? What does that mean?
It means I'll think about it. The bailiff has the last word.
Well, if he's got something against giving the job to a woman, then try and get Vincent in at least. He might not have anyone on their deathbed, but his mother has no one else.
No worries. We're gonna sort this out. So, first we wanna go all the way back to Rattay. Not all the way, but just back to Rattay. And have a chat with people there. We'll also have to go to Sasau and have a chat with Father Francis. Or we can just straight up lie to Agnes. And we also have some meat to bring to Alex. Can we actually... can we buy it? Maybe not that much. Yeah, let me pop into the butcher's store very quick and see if we can buy it. By the way, where's Adam? Adam. Adam, no. Adam? It's not Adam, right? No. Okay, let's see if we can find Adam as well before we finish the quest.
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic and more.
So, we have to pick between those people, right? We have to pick who will be carrying water and who will not be carrying water and who will definitely not be carrying water. So, yeah, let's start talking to them. But first, let's drop a save. Very nice. We're also a little bit hungry. Do I have anything? No, that's fine.
I'm glad to see you.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Oh, that's not bad, but for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
How are you holding up in Rattay?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
But the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can see how that would put you off him.
Not talking to me?
What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job, only one who'll stoop to bribing?
Come now. I just want to help, but I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff to take you.
All right.
Not talking
I don't have anything, but I know the armourer in Sasau, and he'll give you a good price if I have a word with him.
Not talking to me?
Nah, no good. I already know enough blacksmiths and armourers. You'll have to do better than that.
I've nothing else to offer.
Not talking to
Take it or leave it.
That's enough for now.
May the Lord watch
Not
over you.
talking to me?
Okay. Now, Vincent.
I'm glad to see you.
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. All right?
Fine. Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
What happened with Bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
And what would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
I've got nothing to give.
Oh, come now. You say you want the job, so prove it to me.
Mother told me I should go and help. If you don't want my help, fair enough.
That's enough for now.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay.
God be with you.
You're here about the water carrying?
How? Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
I understand. I shouldn't have even asked.
Yeah.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
It's a shame there isn't any real work for strongmen.
Ain't that the truth? But as I've said, the mines will get repaired, and I'll have real work again.
I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
What would you give me if I recommended you?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could. Deal then.
Deal. I know everything I need.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
I'll bear that in mind.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay. Now let's have a chat with Pickman.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Pickman? That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No, it's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. No, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but you'll have to scratch my back, too.
Fair enough. Show me where it itches.
No, you dolt. It's just a saying. Like I do something for you, and you do something for me.
Ah, right. I see. Well, as it happens, I've got something great for you. Treasure you wouldn't dream of.
I'm not sure. It's a piece of sword that it's needed for one quest. We can get it other way as well. So yeah, let's say not
Treasure,
interested.
eh? I'll tell you what, why don't you just keep it? Then you won't need a job.
If you don't want to hear about it, then why did you ask?
That's enough for now.
So, we're agreed then? When do I start working?
Look, the bailiff is the one who'll decide after I report back to him.
So, I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. Understand?
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, let's have a chat with Rock, and for him what's important is to have a marigold decoction, which we do have.
God be with you.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I have no idea what their lordships plan to do about it.
All right. I just thought you might have heard something.
Nope.
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it would be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. But what about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Look at it this way. You'll earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly, and... All right, I'll take it. I suppose it won't kill me.
Good. I'm sure you won't regret it. How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
Look, I can see by the way your arm is hanging it's not healed. You can't carry water like that.
Well, come on. I owe money to the Sawbones and I need the work to pay for it. I'll give you anything you want.
Well, I
wanna
could
help
find
him?
something that will help you.
Anything.
Here you go. This will help it heal better.
Thank you so much. How much do I owe?
Oh, nothing. We Skalitz folk have to help each other out.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here, after everything that's happened. You can't blame us.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right. But there's no point crying over spilt milk.
No, that's true.
That's enough for now.
Good luck then.
Okay, and now we have a last person.
God bless. What can I help you with?
What do you want?
I want to work.
And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though, so I came here myself.
Look, I already have more people than jobs. You're a bit late.
But I really need a job.
Well, so does everyone else around here.
None of them has a husband on his deathbed.
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks. Unconscious most of the time.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
Well, if you know how to cook fine food, I could get you a job at the merchant's house. You'd have a nice roof over your head there too.
All I've ever cooked is gruel and soup. Nothing fit for nobles. A roof would be grand, though. Not so much for me, but for my husband. Is there any way you could arrange it?
No. Not unless I lied about your cooking skills. But he'd find out soon enough, and then we'd both be in trouble. What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Rattay.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? Take care.
Okay. So we spoke with everybody. And now we have one more thing to do. And namely, we have to go to Sassau. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna make a quick trip to Sassau first. Okay, there's someone waiting here, but maybe a trap.
Please, help me.
What happened to you?
Terrible things, sir, terrible things. God must be punishing me, but I truly don't know what I've done to deserve it. Those devils killed my man and then had their way with me. I gave birth in the woods, like an animal. I hide in the woods at night and during the day beg here at the roadside. Can you help me, sir? A little coin? They drive me from the village, but if I bring a groschen or two to the merchant, he'll surely sell me a little food.
Don't you want to go to Rattay? There are other refugees there. Someone would take care of you.
I know there are others there, but I think I'll be better off in the woods. I'd like to bring the children something better to eat than acorns. Haven't you got something for me, sir?
Food? Let me see. What about this?
Thank you, sir. May God bless you.
Okay, so we are in Sassau. Let's find Father... whatever his name is. Here we go. Okay, that was nothing. Yep. Hello, Father.
Yeah.
Ah, it's not this guy. Okay. Sorry. Hello, Father.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, let's do this first. So our strength is at level 3, so I think now it's a time for us to go and get, what was it, Scholar. No, sorry, Golden Tongue. Plus 2 speech, but minus 2 strength. I'm happy with it. We can take those perks anymore. And we can take those. Your momentary reading level increased by 3, but your strength and work skill. Maybe we can take some of them later, but that's okay. So this brings our charisma level to... Oh no, sorry, our speech to 9 plus 3, which is 12. And he has a very high speed check, so in order to meet the requirements, we're gonna first of all save and then take bite potion as well. Let's wait for them to kick in and let's talk.
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Rattay and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now. God be with you.
Father, I need your help urgently.
You? I recognize you. You're the Skelett's blacksmith's son.
Yes, that I am.
I'm sorry. What did you want?
It may sound strange, but I need you to go back to St. James. The locals need their spiritual shepherd.
No, certainly not, my boy. That's one place I shan't be going back to.
Okay.
Don't you feel any shame? Think of all those Christians who faced death and never betrayed their faith.
That's something else entirely.
No, it's not. They weren't afraid to face death, and you're squirming at the thought of some slight danger.
Haven't you seen how they ransacked the place? Does that seem slight to you? Well, not to me.
The Cumans are gone, but the townsfolk won't come back. And why should they, when the man who ought to set an example, the one they look up to, is shitting himself?
The Lord forgive me. You're right. I should go back.
You should go.
You see? Now I hear a man talking.
And where will I live? My house in Skelett's must surely be in ruins.
You can live right there at St. James. I'm sure the locals will be grateful enough to give you a roof over your head.
Well, it's true they've treated me kindly, and I do owe them. Very well. I will go back.
Thank you. The people from St. James will never forget this.
Farewell.
Okay, perfect. Now, can we get... No. But what we can do is do this. Come on, Henry, you can do it. Okay. Let's see what clergy keeps in this chest. Thank you, I will take that. With a quick read, very good, thank you. Okay, I think there may be Hello there. No, there's no other door. I hope you're going to Rovna. Okay. So now we can go back. So I guess I will talk to you when I'm back in Rate to assign jobs. Okay, that looks like a bandit camp. Leave my dog. Come on. How did this miss? Come on, boy. Oh my god, they're gonna regret it. No one, don't worry. Oh no, what happened to you?
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, I think that's you.
You call that combat?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, we are also stopping. They're hunting hours. Okay, we are also stopping to get the quest for Alex. So what they need is 40-year-old deer meat. It should be relatively okay. As soon as the over there. Do you hit him? Or it? No. Oh, look at you. Don't run. That's it. Okay. Oh, look at that. Let me hit this. Ah, come on, they were not supposed to be so skittish. What's going on? Okay, cool. Let's take this and this.
I brought that game for you.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Henry. We'll get lots of supplies for this. I've got another order for you. The butcher was boasting in the tavern how he makes the best boar meat and the wild mushroom sauce, and the locals want him to prove it.
So I'm to bag a wild boar?
Yes. And while you're in the woods, you could pick a few mushrooms, too.
Next thing, they'll want me to cook it, too.
Good luck, then.
Okay. So now we can decide who's doing what. Oh, yeah, very drunk. However, first thing that we want to do is, yeah, have a chat with Agnes. Very quick. No.
God's blessings.
I asked around in Sasau. Father Francis is doing well in Sasau. He has no plans to return to St. James anytime soon.
You talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need his cassock fixed? He's always tearing it. There isn't a pew or a step he hasn't tripped over at one time or another.
Yeah,
I
let's
asked
go
the
with this.
abbot. He said they have work for him elsewhere and that St. James will have to wait.
Wait, I remember the last time. We had to go to Sasau for almost 2 years. I probably won't even live that long.
That won't be that bad. Meanwhile, you can work at Master Hagen's house and who knows? He might even find you like it.
You're probably right. What else can I do at my age? And the presbytery is too big for one woman alone.
So you agree you'll go and work for Hagen?
Isn't that what I just said? I'll go and do housekeeping for him. God be with you.
Thank you very much. Now let's find bailiff.
My respects to you.
Okay, so we made our decisions.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Okay, so...
Tonda. They call him the Winch.
The Winch. Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
Water.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Vassi.
Pickman.
Goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No,
that's Henry.
They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
Water.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Vincent.
Vincent, Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
Carry water as well.
Carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Then, Rock.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Latrines.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Antonia.
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yes.
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job, have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her then?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose and I'll take care of it.
I go with
I
Agnes.
chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime.
Perfect. So that's this quest done. What we can also do, and we should actually, In the meantime, when we see the people, we can have a chat with them, and they, you know, whoever promised us something, they will deliver. Meaning, you know, they will give us what they promised. Since we are here, let's see. Do you have any money?
I'm glad.
It's only 300. Okay, I will sell him a few things then.
Why?
Such a...
Okay, can we...
I'm here on
Yes!
Well...
Nice. Can pass those checks now. Okay, so... we have 3 quests, I believe, related to the... We're gonna have a chat with those guys later. Related to the tourney. So we will be trying to win it now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hungarian warrior and Turk slayer at Nicopolis, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubla.
You put on a hell of a show, Henry. Here's your hard-earned reward.
Thank you, Sir Hannes.
Take care now.
Okay, so now we can go to Lord Capon, who is where?
Sir, I won the tourney.
I know! You beat them all black and blue! You're a true warrior, Henry. Really. Even I was amazed at your performance. And thank you, you saved me from Uncle's legendary wrath. Here, I have something for you. I had it made just for you. It's no more than a hero like you deserves.
It's very kind of you, sir. Thanks.
What's that?
And then pick up the reward from Peshek as well.
Good day.
I've come from my way.
Goodbye.
Okay, and let's have a chat with Teresa as well.
God be with you, Henry. Congratulations on your victory in the tournament.
How did things work out with the job I arranged?
They both got jobs thanks to you. I'm beholden to you. If you ever need anything, just say the word.
Okay, that's perfect. Now let's see what's the other thing that we can do. Scavenger. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is go to Neuhof and pick up a quest there, which will require us to go to Talmberg, which will allow us to drop the skins over there as well, because I hold them for quite a long time now. Before we go to Neuhof, let's have a chat with people that we picked for the as carriers.
Are you happy with your job?
I just do what I'm told.
But you're getting paid enough for it, right?
I make a few groschen, but Mother takes it all. Because she has to take care of everything. Take care now.
Yeah. Okay, you are big man.
Good health to you.
How are you holding up?
Well, I tried the water carrying, but I have to tell you, it's not the best job I've ever had.
What's the problem? Is it that hard?
The main thing is it's a long way to haul a heavy load. And you can't even take a rest now and again. You can be seen the whole way.
God be with you.
Okay, anybody else? No. And I don't see Herman here. You know what, let's have a chat with him actually.
What's going on? The folk in town are talking about you.
They shot on me. That's what.
What? Who did?
All of them.
Wait. Tell me again from the start.
All right, if you want. They caught Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and a fellow named Harold that everyone calls Frost. They're scum who've been hunted for months. Now they've finally been caught, there's a big execution being prepared. Folk will come from miles around to watch.
Well, that's a good thing for you, isn't it?
It would be, if I was fucking doing it.
Isn't it the custom for you to do all the executions in Ratai?
It is. Not just the custom, but by bloody right. You're not being replaced, they said. This is just a loan of Gallows Hill.
They really did fuck you over.
My words exactly.
So who's doing the job?
They invited Executioner Heinz all the way from Kuttenberg. They say it's going to be a big show. Have I ever fucked up an execution? I always behead them in one blow. And when his lordship wants to drag out a hanging, I leave them kicking for minutes. If he wants it quick, they're stiff as soon as I drop them. And they push me aside like that, after all these years of service.
What can we do about it?
Nothing. His lordship's decided, and that's that.
Nothing? You think they should be allowed to get away with this?
Well, no, but...
You have the right to executions in Ratai, don't you?
I most certainly do.
Then you're in the right. Don't tell me you can't think what to do about it.
The trouble is, they already paid the executioner and he's come here along with his assistants. We can't stop the executions. Unless Heinz drops dead on the spot.
Which we don't want.
Indeed not.
Well, he may have an accident.
If he fucked up the executions. The famous Kuttenberg executioner can't handle the job. The mob would laugh him out of town and beg me to take over. They'd never invite him here again.
Great, so how do we go about it?
The problem is, I don't know what the sentences will be. They'll only announce them just before the executions, and then it'll be too late to do anything.
Would the bailiff know more?
Maybe, but most likely only Heinz will know the sentence. I've got an idea, though. Will you help me?
Always.
Of course.
Great. Thank you, Henry.
So where should I start?
Find out from the bailiff what their crimes are, and then have a look in the Black Chronicle at the Rat House. It goes back before my time. You're bound to find records of some similar offenders in it. You need to find people who committed the same crimes, and came from the same sort of background, noble or lowborn. That way you can find out what the appropriate punishments are. Then come back to me, and we'll work out what to do.
I'll get moving.
And Henry? They want to do the executions on my gibbet at Gallows Hill. I can hold them up for a while, but probably no more than a week.
I'll bear that in mind. I have to eat something.
Boys will be done by the week, by the end of the week. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, to rotate then. Okay, we will need poison.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah, dog. Turtle dog since I remember. Here, go have some. Let me have a look at. Yeah. Shoot. There we go. Oil, herb, berries, and thistle. Easy peasy. Oh, what do you mean too difficult? Come on. How is it still too difficult? We have 14 lock picking. Does it become easy when you're like 15? Okay, nothing's here. Nothing that we need. Let's open everything since we're here. Okay. Oh, I have to... Okay. Okay. Oil, 2 herb Paris, and a thistle, job thistle, and boil, add Paris, do not boil. Okay. 2 Paris, 1 thistle, and oil. I'm gonna try it. No, it's a bit different way. Now we're gonna take this, put it here. Now we're gonna take it. Let's see. Will it work? Without boiling. Nice. Okay. Now, bailiff. No, we need to talk with Scribe, right? Yeah.
Good health to you, sir.
Could I take a look at the Black Chronicle?
Indeed you cannot.
It would only take a moment, and I...
Do you have any idea how much it's worth? If I let one of you near it, next thing every yokel in the manor will be clamouring to get in here.
No,
For
let
your
me.
information, the bailiff gave us permission.
Ah. Well, then that's another matter.
Thanks.
Yes, and I'd take it very kindly if you didn't tell him how I spoke to you.
Well, we'll see.
Take care. Wait, I'll open up for you.
Now, are we trespassing here? We're in the private area, so that's not great.
You! What the hell are you fooling about here for? Be off right now or I'll fucking see you off.
Okay.
What?
Okay, I'm gone.
Look out!
Okay, let's give them, I know, a moment. Where is this guy? Is he out again? Alright.
God be with you.
And with you. Need something from you.
I hear there's going to be a big execution here.
There certainly is. It'll be a glorious event for our town. They'll be talking about it for years.
Who's for the chop?
The biggest outlaws and reprobates for miles around. Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and Frost Herald.
What did they do?
What didn't they do, more like? They caused trouble all over the country.
Who's this Peter of Dorber?
A noble who lost his fortune. He's been holding up merchants for months.
That's all?
At first. But then his gang started getting bloodthirsty. They wiped out a whole squad that was hunting them. He won't walk away from this.
What can you tell me about Harold?
They call him Frost because he's always cool as ice, until he starts. I've seen plenty of killers and thugs in my day, but that one's got the devil in him.
Why?
They say the only thing that'll put a smile on his face is the sound of screaming and weeping. That beast kills for pleasure. When they caught him, he had a candle made from the arm of an infant. For luck, he said.
Christ. What about Weiss?
No one actually knows where he came from, but they say the murdering started with him. He never leaves witnesses. He'd rather wipe out a whole village than take a chance.
Thanks, Bailiff. That's all I need to know.
Can I? No, that's okay. Now we're gonna go here, and find the book. Book. This looks like a book. Okay, that's fine. I have no interest in this. Ah, nice. Okay, so we need to have a chat with Herman now. So let's go and meet him. Yep.
Vegetables, fruits, apples.
Let's see if we can find any other water carriers. Where are they? Townswoman, no. Oh, here you go.
Henry?
How you doing?
Yeah. How are you?
How are you doing?
At first, I was really angry with you for getting me a job carrying shit. But it's easier work, and the pay is better, so everything's worked out.
I'm glad to hear that.
Goodbye.
Okay, now 2 more people we need to find. Yep.
I'm glad to see you.
How are you holding up?
It's not as easy as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a different kettle of fish than turning a winch, isn't it?
You got that right. But I can handle plenty. Don't worry about that.
Sure. Just don't work yourself into the ground. Who'd spin that winch then?
True.
And didn't you promise me something if I got you the job?
Aye. But what was it again?
You said you'd teach me how to land a knockout punch.
I did. And no one knows that better than me. So, here's how. Don't draw your arm all the way back, like a stork's neck. Better do it like this. It wastes no power, and the other fellow will think a horse kicked him. See you later.
Thanks. We need one more person, but I don't see them here. That's okay. We were going to... yeah, Herman.
I need your advice.
Did you find out what they did? And did you read the Black Chronicle?
Yes.
Yes and yes.
So tell me what you found out, and I'll see what I can come up with. Just bear in mind, I can help you work it out, but you'll only find exactly what you need in the Rattay Black Chronicle. Every executioner has his own way of doing things, and this bastard might have different methods in mind.
Peter of Dorba has many murders on his soul, but he's still a nobleman. His neck is going on the block.
That makes sense. His crimes are great, but he's still a nobleman, so he gets an honorable death.
George Weiss is a bloodthirsty bastard who left a trail of corpses behind him.
He'll be hanged.
He hasn't earned an honorable death. He's for a long drop on a short rope.
A murderer deserves nothing better. That makes sense.
Frost Herald is the worst of them all, sent by Satan himself. The things he's done would make a demon blanche.
He will be tortured.
The executioner will take his time with that one. He'll be begging to die. If I read correctly, it'll start with ripping the flesh.
Aye, could be. He deserves nothing better.
So, have we got everything we need?
We've covered all the possibilities. There's nothing more we can think up.
So, what's the plan then?
An executioner's greatest boast is to behead with one blow. That's why an executioner's sword needs to be a splendid piece of craftsmanship and sharp as a razor.
I follow you, but how can I get to the sword?
It won't be easy. The executioner's sword is one of his most valuable instruments.
So I'll have to steal it, dull the blade, and put it back before anyone notices?
Yes, that's probably the only way.
That'll be interesting. Couldn't it just be switched for a different one?
He'd notice straight away. It's different than a regular sword, heavier with a blunt point. The balance is different too.
I could take yours and...
He'd recognize that too. An executioner knows his sword like the back of his hand. He'd notice as soon as he picked it up.
And how can I dull the sword? Should I hack at a stone wall?
I thought you were a blacksmith, son. It's enough to cock up the honing. That will make much less noise.
That'll do me.
With ripping of the flesh, the bastard has to suffer, but survive as long as possible.
So, if Herald drops dead right at the start...
The executioner will look like a fool.
But how can I make sure it happens?
I don't know. It depends on the skill of the executioner. An experienced one starts in places where there's no threat of heavy bleeding, the sides, the chest.
And the Kuttenberg executioner is definitely experienced.
No doubt. They use a kind of special tongs, and in between the ripping, the convict's wounds are treated so he can take more.
What if I get the one who's supposed to dress the wounds drunk?
Don't do that. It could be someone from Rattay, and even if it isn't, the blame wouldn't fall on the executioner.
Maybe the tongs could be spiked with something nasty.
And you'd know what to use?
I know a little, and I might be able to get something.
That would work. Good idea, Hal.
That'll do me. What about the hanging?
If the rope breaks when it's done, it's an unbelievable disgrace for the executioner. Folk see it as the will of God, and sometimes he even has to let the condemned man go.
I could shoot the rope through from a distance with an arrow.
Don't be daft. No, you couldn't.
But I'm...
Where did you get such a stupid idea? From some wench? Even if you somehow hit it, that rope's much too strong.
Well...
And even if you did manage to shoot it through, do you really think nobody would notice?
Maybe it's not the best plan I've ever come up with.
I certainly hope not.
What about switching it?
That could work. I've got an old rope here I don't use anymore. It looks fine, but it's run. It'll be perfect.
Great, I'll use that. Supposing I just cut it?
I doubt it would work. The executioner will check it before the hanging when he's preparing the gallows. He'd probably notice.
That'll do me. Thanks.
Okay, so we know what we have to do now. Oh, where are they? Oh, this is where they are. Oh, that's okay. Okay, in this case, let's go and mess up with their stuff. Okay, so we have three things to sort out. The first one is in here. Take this and the money. We're gonna go. Get some food as well, thank you. Tongs are over here.
If he tries to torture anyone with this, the lucky fellow will die quickly.
Take money from here, and then the last one is the rope, which is up there. Be careful because there's a guard sleeping just behind us. I think he's there.
He'll never hold the weight of a grown man.
Oh no, he isn't. Where is he then? Oh, maybe. Oh, okay, in the other tent. Okay, cool. So now we can go.
To heel, mutt. To me.
Okay. Now, because we have the sword, we have to dull it. So we're gonna use the grindstone from blacksmith, who is very close from here. Just need to ride there. Shouldn't take long. Here we go. And here. Grindstone is here, so we just need to put the sword like this and use the grindstone. Right. Okay, this should do. No, let's do more. It's only 14. Let's dull it all the way. Okay, nice, all the way to 0, perfect. Now let's put it back.
Heel. Wait.
Okay. Let's go the same way. Okay, there's a guy there. Oh.
There. Couldn't chop the head off a chicken with this.
Now we can go.
To heal, mutt.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go and put Henry to sleep, and then when we're done, we can go and have a chat with Herman.
About the executions.
Is it done? Can I let them get on with the executions now?
Yes.
Now all we have to do is go and enjoy the show.
Okay, perfect. So, the execution will happen tomorrow. So we can go and rest and then come back here tomorrow. In the meantime, let's do this.
What am I doing talking to a pauper like you?
I'd like to order something here.
So what are you interested in?
I've heard you have nice girls here.
But of course. Money first, though.
Into your hands, Lord, I commend my spirit. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, who redeemed me by his precious blood, have mercy on me and lead me to eternal glory. Amen.
What the f...
Hey, halt right there. Show me what you have on you. Well?
What's going on?
Such are my orders.
I'm here on important business, and you're going to hold me up with some bloody inspection.
Well, if that's the way it is, go ahead then.
Did you see that? An utter disgrace.
It certainly was. The executioner couldn't hold his head high after that.
True. The whole crowd was looking forward to it, and right at the start he fucked up the beheading. And then he took the tongs and... and the fellow kicked the bucket right away. Jesus, how he gaped. and then furious as a rabid dog, furious, he grabs the last one. And he wasn't even able to hang him. I'll be forever grateful to you, Hal. You saved my job, and you deserve a reward for it.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's gonna be it for today. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.